Welcome back to the Stack Crypto channel. Big relocation edition. Is that what we'll call this one?
I guess so.
Hey man, major migration. Excited to be here. Anyway, let's jump into the show. It's your boy Brazen.
And your boy Double O.
Yes, sir. Hey, in this video, you know, I keep looking to the right because I'm used to my camera being to the right. But you see, with the big migration, man, some changes have happened. I need to look at the camera directly in front of me now. Come on now, you know. Whoo! Dude, I have to say, man, what a weekend, first of all. Okay. I felt like I just ran a marathon.
In one day. Imagine cross country, halfway through the country in one day. I don't even know how you did it.
Dude, man, listen, my right foot is like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, my right foot, like, it attaches to that gas pedal and it will not let go. I could not stop. So I just kept chugging along. Anyway, we are here, we're set up, and I'm very excited, man, because we have some pretty awesome stuff coming for the Stack Studio. Coming to a screen near you. I was gonna say come to a theater near you, but those are not around anymore, too much at least. In this episode, we're going to be talking about some Bitcoin, MATIC, that would be Polygon, and Solana. We're looking at the technical analysis there. Then we have a 3-in-1 article. Is it 3-in-1 or was it 4-in-1?
Almost 4.
Yeah, I think it was like almost 4-in-1, right? Yeah. So we're going to be talking about Elon Musk versus Binance. We're going to be talking about Mr. Gox, the tiny trader. He's passed away, unfortunately, right? And we're going to be talking about some more NFT releases. And last but not least, El Salvador and crypto adoption. I guess this is just going to be a bit of a discussion on crypto adoption, all right? And based on what we're reading in the article that we have here. So with no further ado, let's get in there. Bitcoin currently trading at $57,082. Double O, how do you see this?
Well, can we pause and just mention the prediction of the 53,000 and how we hit that line and bounce right back over it?
Listen, man, let me take a moment to step back and say, you know, it took us a little while to study technical analysis. You know what I'm saying? We have lost a lot of money doing it, man. Yeah. Yep. But here's the thing: sometimes it's right, sometimes it's not. But when you look at these things, you see the possibilities of what can happen, and that's at the end of the day, that's all you can ask for, right? It's about stacking. It's about stacking the odds in your favor. It's really what it is. Stack. Thank you. Building wealth through digital assets.
That's what we do.
Ching. That's what I'm talking about. So, you know, hey, look, man, when you're stacking the odds in your favor, there's many things you want to look. If you're looking at stocks, right? You want to do your due diligence. You want to make sure it's a real company. You want to look at cash flow statements, right? You want to look at the balance sheet, all of these things. Then you want to look at where the price is, right? I mean, these are mathematical formulas that are in place that just indicate trends of the price.
Sir.
So if you can understand the trends and if you can read these trends, that is really all technical analysis is, right? Just for everyone out there, all you're doing is putting yourself in the best position to get the best prices. That is business, right? You want to get the best price for anything you buy, and that is what technical analysis helps you to do.
Yep. Avoiding slippage.
Exactly.
not just on the exchanges themselves, but on your buy price as well.
This is true.
Always do a limit order, but before you even do a limit order, you got like, man, where's this discount at? Hey. I got, just getting the right price is always helpful in the long term.
Exactly, because a limit order at the top is worse than a market order. Yeah. But yes, I agree. And this is how we came to the determination that Bitcoin was probably going to hit 53K. at the time when everyone was kind of saying, oh, it's going to keep going, we're going to the moon, we're going to the moon, well, we said 53K was possible. We made it down to 53K there over the weekend. Looks like it's trying to reverse, move back up, but we have not gone above that 1 Fibonacci extension line there. Now, that is a very strong resistance point. So where it's sitting right now is probably not the best place for it to be.
Yeah, we'll even add, part of that is also, so there's the simple moving average, there's the exponential moving average, you know, there's the regular moving averages themselves, which all calculates the price actions based on different time frames, right?
Yes.
We have the Fibonacci extension right here, which is, oh man, this crazy ass mathematical equation that also proves that there's this psychological aspect and this law of nature aspect of trading that just says that things tend to repeat themselves, and there's this sequence of numbers that just happens to get the price actions within those ranges. That's just my easy way of explaining Fibonacci extensions and retracement. But this is a retracement here. So we're currently at the 1. That is a major, extremely major resistance, or could be a support level. The price is below that. So it's a resistance level for the current price action. And then you now go deeper and you look at the candlesticks. And you look at that green candle, which is the bulls winning in terms of prices. But then right after that is that red candle, right? And that red candle, the sell pressure is a lot much heavier. As you can see, the price is pushing down. People are selling a lot more, and the red candle is not above the green candle. It's within that green candle, which is showing that the price is pushing down. People are selling, which for a technical analysis person, they're saying, man, this resistance level is doing what it's supposed to do. It's pushing the price down. It looks like the price is going to come back down, but then it's not conflicting against the TTM squeeze. And it's also conflicting against the Ursa musculator, which is also showing the green indicator. So what we will do in this case now, we'll be like, okay, let's go zoom in a little bit further and look at the 4 hours or see what's going on if you were day trading 15 minutes, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we're going to do 4 hours. And 4 hours, again, this time around, you're looking at the candle, you're looking at the Ursa musculator. 4 hours is telling us that the 20-day is pointing back up towards the 50-day. You want to go back and cross it. So that might be a good sign. But there's still a red candle. People are still selling. So that could just be a quick shake off. TTM is squeezing up. Ursa musculator is squeezing up. So it's got to fight. It has to cross the 0.618. So the 0.6, if you're looking at the 4 hour right now, it's at the 0.618. If the candle, this red candle, switches to a green candle and it opens above the 0.618, then it's going to go to the 1, and then by the time you look at the 1 day, it's crossing over to 60,000. But right now, there is a big fight between the bulls and the bears. You have to cross the 0.618 on the 4 hour for you to see some serious movement going on the daily.
Absolutely. You know, when we used to use TrendSpider back in the day, one of the guys that did a lot of the he didn't do the coding for TrendSpider, but he worked closely with the programmers and guys like that to bring about these strategies to life, right? I think his name is Robert something. He's on Twitter. I'm gonna link his stuff down below. But if you watch some of his videos and if you read some of the stuff that he's written, right, he's very active on Twitter. This guy came up with things like the strat, which is literally candle patterns that predicts movement, right? And it's been right over and over, so it's a very interesting one. Anyway, moving on, we're going to be looking at Polygon. It's interesting because I saw this one got added to public, right?
Public, folks, you can buy Polygon. Hey, it's another one of those really good projects. I know they've changed their name a couple of times, but
yeah, I'm tempted to buy it on public just because it's on public, but that is not a good thing. I shouldn't do that. Looking at Polygon here is a little bit of a different situation, right? A lot of things are moving downward. However, with Polygon, we're seeing that this came down to that what would that be, the zero Fibonacci line there,
the $1.44.
Yeah, that was about $1.44, right? And it's holding. That's a strong support and resistance level, as we all know. Held there, moved up from that point, and now we see that even though it pulled back, right, we see that it held a higher support on the next move down. That will also kind of be considered a higher high, right? Looking at if you're drawing a trend, you see that previously that was the low there at 144, and now the low is going to be more around 163, right? So we have a higher high there, and that's generally an upward trend. What do you
by the way,
yeah,
that is not an arbitrary line. That is a real line.
yeah, it is not. It is not. Yeah, it's yeah.
You lost it there.
Yeah, it's not arbitrary, that's for sure. Anyway, we see that it's an upward trend there. It's an upward trend on Polygon.
Oh, let's go.
Hey, yo, what the fuck, man? Yeah, so hey, we see that we're seeing a new higher high there. The moving average is kind of moving sideways, and I think you also pointed out something interesting. Was it on Polygon or was it on something else? That was on Solana, but yeah. So I think look, man, Solana, I think that this is going to break away from the pattern that we're seeing right now across the market. It's probably going to keep doing its own thing. I'm not saying it's going to run, but I think that it's not going to be dipping, considering that we possibly could be in a bear market right now. That is the other thing that we have to confirm as well.
Yeah. I will. This is countering what the awesome oscillator is doing,
right?
And what the TTMs are trying to do. So I will want to look at the 4 hour just to get some more confirmation, because you always want to look at 2 different time zones.
Yes.
Right. So we have also crossed the zero Fibonacci retracement line here. It's currently at the 0.236. So 0.236 is not a strong support or resistance level. It's a resistant level, but in terms of confirmation of when to get in, it's not that major price. So you need 0.382 and 0.618 for you to say, okay, I want to take that risk, right? And right now, it's not enough strength to say I want to get in, but awesome oscillator is green, TTM squeeze is green, so it might just fight its way through. So right now, I really can't give a per se prediction, but hey, higher lows is a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, while we're here, it's a good time to tell everyone that the information provided on the show is not financial advice. We're not financial advisors.
Yes, sir.
Please do your own research.
Yep.
Right.
Do your own technical analysis and come back and tell us that we're lying.
Skirt. That's what I'm talking about. Call us out. Call us out on this one. Yeah.
We actually need that, actually. We want to be better so that we can provide you guys more information.
Yes, bro, because we cannot be right all the time. We cannot be right all the time, right? So it's like, every time we're wrong, we learn, which is great. It's freaking awesome,
I don't like the expensive lessons, though.
What can you do about it? What can you do about it, man? It's just the name of the game. All right.
Liquidated.
Oh, dude, I got liquidated too, man.
All your bitcoins are gone.
Yeah, I did have some Bitcoin. Not much, but I had some Bitcoin and KuCoin. I had some H bar on there as well. Well, don't worry, man. The blockchain needed it more than I did anyway. Homeless ass blockchain. Solana trading at $203.60. I think Solana has been quite impressive over the past couple weeks. And it's been moving just sideways when it suddenly decided that it was time to run up roughly about 612% ever since August. Impressive performance there. When we think of the money that we've burnt in options, we could have just put it in this one and would have been doing significantly better. Yeah.
And when you about Solana, or was it November of last year?
Dude, we knew about Solana from forever, and we just knew that it was never moving. And we knew it was going to move in the future. We just didn't know when. So, I mean, at least on my end, I was slacking on buying it. I was always trying to chase the next thing that was going to move up. But, if I had just bought it and just chilled out, I think it took about the same time that it takes me to find things that will move up immediately for it to move. So, yeah.
Lessons, right? Lessons learned.
Lessons learned. We live and we learn, and we get better for it. All right, go for it, sir.
Yeah, so looking at Solana, the trend looks very similar to MATIC, the Polygon,
Right.
Same thing. Again, the price is right there at the 0.236 on the daily charts. TTM is closing upward. Oscar Musculator is telling us something else. Simple moving average is trending downwards. So it's kind of interesting here. But at this point, it's touched the zero fibs,
right.
zero Fibonacci level twice.
Right.
So that's a double bottom. So if it goes up and it fails and comes back down again, that will be a triple bottom. That's dangerous.
Wait, hang on. Is it a triple bottom or double bottom that goes down? Because I think it's a triple top.
Triple top goes down, double bottom goes up. Yeah. So we have a shoulder, we have a head, we created another shoulder.
Right.
So if we have a double head will also go down as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Remember that happened to us on Neo?
Yeah, the double head is
trying to create
gonna
the
move
third head. Third head fails, it falls down.
Absolutely. Which also, actually, if you look at it, that trend also confirms because we're seeing lower lows here. Yeah. That's how we have that trend line there. Yeah. However, if we're also looking at it, I think if it keeps bouncing off that zero Fibonacci there, right, we're going to be having a falling wedge.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And with the falling wedge, if it pops out above that falling wedge, opens the candle above that downward trend line there, then that's usually when it moves up. But if that fails, would not be good.
Yeah. If I can draw really quickly what we're talking about, that's bottom, head, right?
Yeah.
This is the head. This is the shoulder here.
Right.
There's another shoulder here. That's a lot of drawing, folks. But those of us that have been in this for a while kind of understand what's going on. So there's the shoulder, there's the head, there's another shoulder. It's probably going to create another head if it does, if it continues to move up. Now we need it to keep up, but if it comes and creates another shoulder, the next up has to go up. If it fails that, it's gonna just come back crashing down to the next resistance level, which will be somewhere around here, 170. If it fails,
I would agree with
173.
that.
Yeah,
173 looks like a previous support and resistance point. So absolutely. Well, that will be it for the TA this morning. Very good projects, and I think especially like looking at the stuff in the metaverse space. Yeah, when Sand has just been ripping away. What else? Mana is now at $5. Are you still holding Mana?
Oh, I'm not selling Mana. I want to buy more. I'm just trying to get a good discount.
There you go.
It's not going down even with all the Bitcoin FUD.
Yay. Mana is some good stuff to be having, Yeah. Moving on to the news. This week on crypto Twitter, Elon Musk versus Binance. Mr. Gox passes away and Hearst releases more NFTs. A week can often feel like a lifetime in crypto Twitter. Crypto Twitter is a wild place. All kinds of things are going on down there. Which one do you think is worse, crypto Twitter or Black Twitter?
I don't know. I think Twitter to be.
Hey man,
the Black Twitter is crazy though.
It's interesting the people they don't like. We can often feel like a lifetime on crypto Twitter, a place where a cacophony of voices. Ooh, I like that word. A cacophony of voices. Who wrote this one? I like this. I'm digging this, man. Hey, listen, when I read things, man, I like to enjoy reading it, A cacophony of voices vie to bury each other in a sea of complaints, announcements, controversial ideas. Lucky for you, Decrypt. Okay, Decrypt, you're giving a shout out to yourself. We get it. The first major event happened on Tuesday when Elon Musk took it upon himself to represent the Binance contingent of the Doge army, who are currently unable to withdraw their Dogecoin on the exchange due to serious technical error following a Dogecoin network upgrade on November 10th. So, Dogecoin did an upgrade. And because of that upgrade, people have been unable to withdraw their funds from Binance. And Binance announced that, hey, it's going to take about 10 to 14 days before you can get your funds. What does Elon do? You already know how I feel about Elon getting involved in the markets, man. Okay,
leave my guy alone.
Nah, bro, you were salty about him. You were salty at him the other day when your account was taking a slapping, right? So Elon mentioned, he tagged the CEO of Binance, right? And he goes, hey, what's going on with your Doge customers? Sounds shady. Sounds shady. And so CZ responded, right? I love it too because he takes a jab at Elon. He responded that we're having an issue, right, that has to do with the new Dogecoin wallet. And he also threw a not so subtle shade on Musk by linking a Guardian story about a Tesla car software safety glitch. What is that saying? If you live in a glass house, if you live in a glass house, don't throw stones. Okay, Teslas have been known to malfunction heavily. Incredible innovation. Don't get me wrong. We're not trying to take any credit away from these guys.
Do you want to know the malfunction that happened while you were on the road?
What happened?
Folks could not get into their cars. Imagine that.
Folks could not get into their Teslas.
Yeah.
People cannot get into their Teslas. Where does this man have time to get on Twitter and get at the CEO of Binance, man?
Hey, you got a good new upgrade on Dogecoin, right? The new upgrade of Dogecoin now makes Dogecoin like almost its own DeFi wallet. You can now take your coin, transfer it over to the Dogecoin wallet, and boom, you stake in. You're doing all the good stuff that you can do with DeFi on the Dogecoin, kind of like what the Shiba swap does.
Right.
You can now do that with Doge, and folks are like, okay, get my money out of Binance, let me move it over to Doge and do my magic. And people are having issues, so it's just a little bit of a back and forth. Nothing serious there.
Nothing major, but you know, it is one of those ones. I think Elon Musk should just I don't know, post more pictures about SpaceX, my guy. I like seeing that. It's really cool.
Did you see all those rockets landing back on Earth by themselves?
Dude, some of the stuff that guy is doing is impressive. It's impressive. Crazy, and I think my favorite part about it is that the whole time while he's doing this, he's making fun of Jeff Bezos. so there is that. Now, onto the sad bit of news. So, Mr. Gox, the crypto trading hamster. I think we did an article about this a couple months ago. There was this guy who had a hamster in a crypto, and when the hamster runs around, then he trades those coins that the crypto, you know. And this hamster, in its running around, was outperforming Warren Buffett and Cathie Woods and other financial titans. But looks like Mr. Gox has been overworked. What do you think?
Oh, this might be a sign of terrible things to come.
Animal abuse.
I was talking about animal abuse. If the Gox himself is dead, does that mean that the market is going to die?
Hey, I hope not, man. You know what I'm saying? Buy a new hamster and put him on that thing. Come on now. Let's go. Next hamster. Let's go, man. So anyway, this hamster essentially outperformed hedge funds. Right, and major financial institutions. So I thought that was a pretty cool thing going on. But you know, now Mr. Gox is dead. Rest in peace. We'll pour one out for you, sir. Yes. In the next life, we'll see you there. Moving on, El Salvador and why hasty crypto adoption isn't the way to go. Let me pause here for a bit because this one is going to be more of a discussion than running through this article. It's a lengthy article, right? And this guy wrote this article and he's saying, you know, crypto adoption could drive some people into poverty like we've never seen before, right? And he's saying that it will drive people into poverty because, one, research shows, I mean, he has some data there, right, that the poorest people...
It's mixing the numbers. It's mixing things up. Let me quickly
this is what, you know, back in Cameroon, this is what we'll call jam box. Okay. You have taken the left and the right and you just combine it. You're confusing all of us now, right? He says that the poorest people do not get to save because they spend most of their money on food, clothing, and shelter, right? And he's also saying that if poor people got paid in crypto and then crypto dipped 20%, now they have lost their buying power. Maybe. I just want to pin something next to that statement that inflation is robbing people right now at about 20, what is it? More than 6%, 6.5%, right? So
no, that's what the government is telling us.
That's what the government is saying.
It's 13 to 20%.
There you go, right? So this is money that you're losing just by holding the money. And there's nothing you can do about it.
This is before you even get your life essentials like food, clothing, and shelter.
Exactly.
Just holding on to the money.
Exactly. So look, we're disagreeing with this. We don't think that people will go more broke. If you do not buy crypto, if you don't have crypto, if you don't have Bitcoin, for example, at the bare minimum, bro, I think Bitcoin is the bare minimum. You should have that. You should at least have that. Everyone needs that because at least you fight against inflation. Right? Go ahead.
I don't even know where to start with this article. What's the guy's name again? Let's just go to the point of Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin is supposed to decentralize, right? The reason why these people are poor in the first place is because of the centralized government.
Yes, it's because of the current system.
So do you continue on the current system that does not even help them or even gets them more poorer because the rich are getting richer?
Yeah.
Or you give an opportunity to get on a new platform which can work, together with the current system. But the reality is this: Bitcoin allows you to bank the unbanked without getting all the crazy bank fees for having the bank. It allows you to do peer-to-peer without the centralized control of you don't have a dollar, so if you don't have a dollar, you're poor. I can trade with somebody in China. Well, if China stops blocking crypto and make some progress, without having to switch to the US dollar, which is one of the reasons why all these poor nations are still poor, because the exchange rate, right? Let's do some this is a global solution here. This is not this is just my country, I want to control the dollar, which I understand why the US government and all these governments are fighting back, because they have to protect their currency, protect, all the stuff that they've invested all this time over, right?
Yeah.
But the full intent of Bitcoin is to lift the poor out of poverty. And that is by decentralizing the control of money. So if you invested in Bitcoin, this is not trading. So whatever is talking about 20% correction of Bitcoin, that's bullcrap.
Yeah.
If it does 20% correction, it does that every day. Even there are stocks that do that every day. You're not talking about stocks that do that.
Yeah, Bitcoin, that's in the crypto space, 20%. Yeah, I get it. You can get paid today and then things move down 20%. Yeah. But then the next day it can move back up again. Right?
Yeah. And it's global too, right? So you're not waiting for, it's just a US exchange and you're going to have to wait till 9:30 in the morning and then it goes off at 4 o'clock. It's almost like TV back in the day, right? Where you have to wake up and wait till 10 a.m. before the TV comes on and the TV goes off at 5 p.m. Crypto doesn't go off at all, and it's global. It's all a bunch of nations going back and forth. So of course you're going to see those movements.
Absolutely. Plus, everyone's money cannot be in crypto, right? Not put all your eggs in one basket.
Oh yeah,
so
sure.
We would assume that you have the understanding that you should separate some funds which are just there stable, right? USDT, hold something in a stable coin, USDT or whatever stable coin is there. And the other point that he goes on to make is the book value of crypto. So he's saying that the idea is if you're buying stocks, you can research the stocks, you can look at the business financials and things like that, which will help you to be able to invest. Then he comes in and he says, well, in crypto it's not the same. You have to just read about the use case and things like that, and you could get rug pulled. And then he mentions Squid Coin. But I thought in this case, the article started talking about Bitcoin. So I would think that we're sticking to Bitcoin in this case, because I don't think any country is planning to get some random coin or like Squid Coin for your currency, right? No country is going to be paying the people is going to be accepting a random coin, really, as a means of as a legal tender, if you will.
So I want to get rich quick. I don't want to get rug pulled like Squid.
Yeah.
And if you're going to play Squid, for the fun of it, you don't put your entire life savings into Squid.
This is true.
Book value. Of course, crypto has book value. Have you seen the amount of teams on this project? Have you seen the amount of code that's been put in together to make some of this project work? Have you looked at a bunch of investors' money going into some of this project?
Exactly.
It's literally like a business. The only difference is that it's an automated digital business. Automated market. There's no some big guy behind it controlling what to do and all that.
Yeah.
No.
Then we go into the idea of regulations, right?
It doesn't pick one coin of all coins, right?
He picks one coin. I think the thing is, one of the biggest things I want to point out with this article is the fact that people rely on media as a good source of research, as a good source of information, right, to help with their decision making. And more, what we're coming across, right, is that because if you show something like this to someone who doesn't know much about crypto, who's just trying to get into the crypto space, they'll read this and they'll be like, oh wow, this guy, I better stay away from this and I better stay away from crypto, because this is what we call a nothing burger. There's nothing. Okay, it's a nothing burger.
Where's my bacon?
Look, the whole point here is that as you read things, please take time to double check and just extend on your research. After you do your research, do some more research, right? To support whatever it is you're looking for, right? And sometimes it's not there. You just have to accept that it's not there.
Yeah. This is 100% bullcrap.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have to say that about your article. You can say that about my show as well, or our show as well.
Don't say that about our show, bro. The show is not bullcrap. We're out here pushing people about we're here trying to help people get into some crypto adoption, doing some technical analysis. Okay,
I'm able to talk crap about him. I want him to come back and say crap about what we're doing, so I can see what we're doing different.
Well, no. Let's rephrase that a bit, sir. We're not talking crap about him. We're pointing out facts that seem to be a little bit, off kilter in his article. I'm not talking crap about anything he's doing. I mean, it's incredible. We're just making an argument that we do not agree with some of the points that he's making here. Abi?
You're right. Yes. The argument does not make sense. He put a bunch of data to try to make sense to argue against.
It would be nice to see a comeback from him. You know what I mean? But we're probably too small for anyone to respond to us anyway, so who cares?
We're small now. We're not going to be small tomorrow.
Exactly. That's just for now. It's temporary. Well, look, man, this was an exciting one. I'm glad to be in the East Coast. It feels very cold, right? And very, very cozy. Isn't that what cold feels like?
Yeah, some level of cold.
Yeah, some level of cold. There we
go. Not the extreme levels.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know what I'm talking about. Any final thoughts, sir?
Hey, we're here to provide entertainment, also provide you some information on the markets. Articles like this is why we do what we do. It's just to get out the real information so that people are not out there funding you out of what is a great opportunity. We believe in this new technology, and it's not just a currency. So just keep liking and subscribing. If you have any other questions or concerns, just let us know. We will research them and get them back to you. But yeah, be careful out there. Be careful where you get your information from. But again, thanks for liking and subscribing to our channel.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, we do it for the love of the game. Okay, we like to discuss these things so that we can share the ideas that are out there. Please drop in the comments below. Maybe link us to some articles so we can learn some new things as well, right? Share your thoughts on what you think of the show so far. And let's get into it, man. Let's talk about some crypto in the comments for shizzle. Also, before I go, we have hit 100 subscribers. Didn't we tell the people we're gonna give them
so we need a whole new video on just that. It's just a totally different video on that. Let's just do that differently.
We do that?
Yes,
okay, well,
let's
cool.
do the whole video on that.
Oh, let's consider this one the notification, and this is the notification that we have hit 100 subscribers at least. So we're going to be sending 2 t-shirts to 2 lucky winners, and once we get to 1,000 subscribers, $500 worth of Cardano, $250 each to 2 lucky winners. So amazing. Until next time, Brazen out.
Double O out.